In this lecture, we are going to explore another component for toggling values. WordPress has a component for rendering a checkbox. Luckily, this component will not give us the same problems as the Select Control component. It's very simple to use. Let's try using this component for updating the Show Auth attribute. It's redundant, but this is a great opportunity for exploring additional components. Inside your editor, open the index.js file. At the top of the file, we are going to import the CheckboxControl component from the Components package. We've got everything we need. Let's begin using the CheckboxControl component. We are going to insert this component below the Select Control component. There are 4 properties that we're going to add. The first property is called Label. WordPress will render text next to the checkbox. Let's set this property to the double underscore function with the following translated text: show login/register link. Next, let's add a property called Help. This property will display text below the checkbox. We should use this option to tell the client if the link is displayed. Let's use a ternary operator. The condition will check if the Show Auth attribute is true. If it is, we will output the following translated text: showing link. Otherwise, we will output the following text: hiding link. This property is optional. However, I like to use this property to tell the client what will happen. The next property is called Checked. This property will tell Gutenberg if the checkbox should be ticked. It's the equivalent of the value property for other control components. Let's set this property to the Show Auth attribute. The last property is called onChange. As usual, we are going to pass in a function that accepts the new value. Inside the body of the function, we are going to update the Show Auth property. I'll be using the shorthand syntax for adding a property to an object. We don't have to worry about type conversion. By default, the CheckboxControl component will emit a Boolean. You're more than welcome to check the data type. We're finished with the checkbox. Let's try giving it a test. In the browser, refresh the experimental page. We can select the block to view its settings. On the sidebar, toggle the checkbox. As we do so, the help text will update to reflect the changes. The CheckboxControl component is very similar to the toggle control component. It's capable of toggling values for our attributes. There isn't a difference between them besides their appearance. We're finished with adding options to the block. The next step is to toggle their appearance from within the editor and on the front end. In the next lecture, let's tackle toggling the links from the block.